Senator Barack Obama's presidential campaign is asking Missouri law enforcement to target anyone who lies or runs a misleading television ad during the presidential campaign. This first, John Mills is live at the county election board in Maplewood. He's been learning more about which members of law enforcement are getting involved in this. John, tell us more about this.
Russell, good evening. Prosecutors and sheriffs from across Missouri are joining something called the Barack Obama Truth Squad. Two high-profile prosecutors are part of the team. We met them this afternoon in the Central West End. They are Jennifer Joyce from the city, Bob McCullough, the St. Louis County prosecuting attorney. They will be reminding voters that Barack Obama is a Christian who wants to cut taxes for anyone making less than $250,000 a year. They also say they plan to respond immediately to any ads and statements that might violate Missouri ethics laws.
We want to keep this campaign focused on issues. We don't want people to get distracted, and Missourians don't want to be distracted by these divisive character attacks. So we're here to respond to any character attacks, to set the record straight.
Whether it is directly attributable to the campaign or to one of the soft money operations, if they're not going to tell the truth, then somebody's got to step up and say, wait a minute, that's not true, this is the truth.
Now, the Obama campaign tells News 4 that others, prosecutors and sheriffs, are also part of the team, including some from the Kansas City area and from rural parts of Missouri. We're also told the Truth Squad is expected to include Jefferson County Sheriff Glenn Boyer. Live in Maplewood, John Mills, News 4.
John, thank you.
Now, look, I can't play all the other newscasts in the time we have because I want to come back and take at least 30 minutes of calls here in the last half hour of the show, your response to all the things that are happening. Toll-free number to join us is 888-201-2244, 888-201-2244. Or if you're listening to us on our flagship, News Radio 590 KLBJ here in Austin, you can call in Central Texas. Well, I guess you can hear us from Oklahoma down to Mexico on 590. It's 512-646-1776. Now, look. What you just heard is pure, un-American, anti-freedom evil. It's all color of law fraud. And we saw those TV newscasts out of Vermont, of all places. Great state. Out of Florida, out of Illinois, out of California, where the police are the political officers, the Commissariat, or the Gestapo, in German terms. And did you hear him? We're going to keep this campaign focused on issues. We're going to decide what you can talk about. We're going to remind you as your friendly big brother. Now, of course, if I say that Barack Obama is from the planet Pluto and chops children's heads off and drinks their blood, of course, that's hypothetical. It's not true. I'm joking. This is hypothetical. The police can't arrest me for that. Obama has to sue me and get a civil judgment on me. The police aren't judge, jury, and executioner. So they said, oh, we'll decide if you're lying or, did you hear, misleading. We'll decide if you're, and of course, they're the liars. Introduced all these bills to take your guns. We've read them here on air. Introduced bills, total socialism, take over the health care, aspirin for a heart attack, rationing of care, instant access to your bank accounts, fining, feeing you. It's all in the thing. I've read the bill over and over again on air, subsection by subsection. So they're lying. But see, they're going to decide who can speak. And now we had 3 videos on the front page of YouTube yesterday. 2, I was calm, cool, and collected, talking about how Republicans are being booed off the stage as well, how they want to make Republicans and Democrats fight with each other, and how the people are waking up and calling for Americans to be active and to shatter the left-right paradigm peacefully. Those videos that were in the top 10 on there were taken down. Now, the one where I did a funny 20-minute spoof, just having fun, is the Joker, making fun of this Joker Obama poster. And why did I do that? Because somebody in California put Joker paint on the Time magazine cover of Barack Obama and said socialism. And then they started saying this should be illegal. This is wrong. The White House called it dangerous. The LA Times said they should be taken down. And I went, and they called it racist. And I went, wait a minute. People did magazine covers of Bush as the Joker. I posted stuff of him attacking the Statue of Liberty as a vampire. I mean, that's our right as Americans. That's pure Americana to make fun of your leaders. You know, love your country, fear your government. I mean, Teddy Roosevelt said the most patriotic thing to do is criticize government. It's your right, even if you're wrong. Or if you're right, it's your right. Either way, I mean, how is showing him as the Joker, a psychopathic master criminal, which is what he represents, who he works for, $23.7 trillion. I mean, the Joker's an imaginary character. That video, though, got left up. They don't care about that. You know, I did it to get people to go to Infowars.com. We made our own versions of Obama fascism, ObamaInfowars.com. They're all over Austin, all over England, all over Ireland, all over Russia, all over Japan, all over San Antonio, all over Houston, all over L.A. You guys have gone wild. This is awesome. I mean, Kurt Nemo's posting the videos up on Infowars.com, and we're having the contest for next week for who can put up the most posters in public places where you're allowed to post flyers. And, videotape it and put it on YouTube, $1,000 contest. But the point is, in San Antonio, they tried, We Are Change San Antonio, black folks, Hispanics, whites together, white yuppies and others run over and start grabbing the signs and ripping them down, trying to violate their First Amendment. We're playing some of that. I mean, see, this is the craziness, folks. They believe the propaganda. They have said that if you criticize Obama, you're racist. And all these weak-minded people then, when you go, hey, I don't want to turn my guns in, they really believe you're a Ku Klux Klan member. We've got to come out boldly and not let this chilling effect against our First Amendment work. Because if we do that, it's over. That's what Hitler did. This is how tyrants work. They come in and they intimidate you and they bully you into doing this. And I want to say something to other people, too. The Joker videos I've done, there's 2 of them, are viral all over the web. I mean, million plus total, just what I could count up on Blip TV and a few dozen channels I looked at. 200 and something thousand plus on YouTube, just on our channel, just on one of the videos. I mean, this is amazing. So when I say a million, that's underestimating. In the last 48 hours or less, we put it up, about less than 48, about 40 hours, about 44 hours, actually. So they're going mega viral. But people are so freaked out by me. In fact, it's in there in the bathroom. Well, somebody go grab them. I want to show people. All these are some red paint, some white, pancake makeup. You put that on. Everybody's so scared. I went out in Austin, and cops saw me and actually started stepping back and were scared. Like, they look like little boys. When I got out of the car and said, hello, officers. I mean, they look scared and start stepping back. And full-grown adults look scared at red lights. And people look, again, they're not scared of John P. Holdren, White House science czar, who wrote an 1,100-page government policy book, Eco-Science, about how they're putting drugs in the water to sterilize you, about how the CPS will break up the family, and the job of the government is to end the family institution and raise all children in government institutions, and how they're going to force sterilize and force abortions. See, he's got a little beard and talks quiet and sweet, so it's not scary. People have to stop looking just at the surface and start looking at the deeds. Obama doubled the funding for forced abortion, and it goes on in Africa under State Department Memorandum 200. See, killing black babies is loving and liberal. Like Margaret Sanger, who said blacks were subhuman that had to be killed, she's loved by black groups. But then, if you wear pancake makeup, everybody gets scared. And I did that to illustrate that people are acting and behaving like children out there. Let's not let them censor us. Get the videos, get them out to everybody, get the posters up everywhere. Your call straight ahead.